Hi, Kelly and April from Project Find Your Fire, and we wanted to talk to you today about being resilient.
Today is especially important in being able to be resilient. Resilience is being able to manage and navigate change and keep your cool, calm composure in the face of adversity, without being overwhelmed with anything. And so the universe has sort of thrust us into change. We've talked about if you want to change your outcome, you need to change your habits and your routines. And today we don't have a choice about changing our habits and routines. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about how to make the most out of your new habits and routines.
So this is a really important, valuable trait and skill to learn, is to be resilient. And like Kelly was saying, it's about how do you navigate through challenging times when you're faced with them and not get overwhelmed and not let them, in my words, become something that you react to. So we've talked before about being prepared, planning, being proactive, but there are some things like a pandemic and virus that's affecting the whole world that causes a chain reaction of events that affect people, livelihoods, your economic state, where you can go, how schools are ran. So there are some things that feel like you are not maybe having a decision in them. They're coming to you that you could be reacting to. But what we want to talk about is how do you take that, not become overwhelmed, and really become strong in the resilience of that. And that makes you more strong. It makes you stronger, more strong, and really holding your own power and being able to move forward.
Right. Once you change those routines and create your own power, remain strong in what you're doing, the outcomes are going to change, but they're going to change according to what you dictate for them to be. You can be reactive and hide in your house and complain about being isolated, or you can be proactive. There are a number of ways to still communicate with all of your friends. Again, we've talked about this before, it's physical distancing, it's not social distancing. We want you to maintain that love, the relationships, and there are a lot of ways to do that.
Yeah, and so part of this conversation, and I'm sure you've heard it before, is that there's not going to be a moment in time soon that things are going to go back to normal. So we're talking about being really resilient in the challenges that you're facing today. So those challenges, like Kelly mentioned, could be how do you stay connected to your friends and family and loved ones. And when you're resilient, you're looking at that challenge and you're saying, I have options and I can do something. And then you're coming up with what works for you. What is your heart leading you to do? Is it to go outside and reach out to your neighbors? Is it to figure out social media? That's new to some people. Or is it to teach people social media? For those that are on here, you may know people who need to get connected, and maybe you need to reach out to them and show them how they can use social media or video chats or technology to help stay connected. There are so many things that in your choices that you're making that you choose to be resilient when you take the challenge that it's in front of you and you say, what is the outcome that I would like? There's not going to be a back to normal. So the new normal is, for me, I would like to stay connected. So this is what I need to do.
Right. There is a new normal that has been thrust upon us, but there is a new normal that we create ourselves. That's the reaction part of it. What is your new normal? I think it's safe to say that we're not going to go back the way we were 30 days ago. That part of life, I think, is just mostly gone. And so we are creating our own new normal, and whatever you create is what your outcome is going to be.
So part of resiliency is coming up with those attitudes and actions that you're going to take to meet whatever goal that you have. But there are some keys to being resilient for yourself, but for the people around you that you're connecting with, and that is to have a really strong communication and compassion. So we need to make sure that we're also reaching out to the people around us and that we are very patient and kind to ourselves and to the people around us. If anything in this pandemic, I want the world to learn kindness.
Kindness, and don't forget to take care of yourself when you take care of other people too. keep your generosity practices going, or your gratitude practices is what I meant to say. So keep those up for yourself. Keep yourself strong and healthy. Reach out to others. Keep them uplifted. Reach out and keep everybody connected.
From our house
To yours.
To yours. Live with passion.
Live with purpose.
And I reach over and I press the done button. Here.